under proportions and hashtag solving by cross products. Okay, now notice that isn't cross multiplication. Well, I mean, it's not cross canceling, but it's cross products. And it is based on this little fact here. Okay, if I have a fraction, give me a fraction that's equal to 1/2. 3/6. If you have two equal fractions, 1/2 equals 3/6, and you do their cross products, which means cross products means you multiply the diagonals together. What is 1 times 6? 1 times 6 equals what? 6. What is 2 times 3? 6. And the basic gist is that when you have equal fractions, the cross products have to be equal. Okay? When you have equal fractions, 1 times 6 has to equal 2 times 3. If they don't, they're not equal fractions. Now, so what, you ask? Somebody say so what?
So what?
Well, if you're given this, these two equal fractions, let's say you have 3/8 equals what number over 30? Usually when we did equal fractions, you would just say this, well, 8 times what is 30? Well, 8 times what is 30? Now you can do it, but it ain't going to be very easy. Okay? If you come up with one that's not very easy, you use this little cross products things because it says this. If you take the two diagonals, if I take 8 times n, that has to equal what the other two diagonals are, which is 3 times 30. So 8n is going to equal 90. How do I solve an equation that says 8 times what number is 90? Somebody help me out here. Peter? This is a multiplication equation, so to do it you divide by 8. And divide by 8. My answer is 90 over 8. Unfortunately, it needs to be a little simplified. What can I do with 90 over 8? Cut them both in half. 45 over 4. And you can leave it as an improper fraction, probably from this point forward. Once you get to this higher math, they don't make you change that to a mixed number. Okay? But you should know 45 over 4 is like 11 and 1/4. 11 and 1/4 would be the answer there. So you can always, never ever will you tell me that you don't know how to do a problem that looks like this. Never will you tell me you cannot do, don't worry, I'll find it. Never will you tell me you can't do this. 0.8 over z equals 5 over 1.5. Okay. You should always look to see if you can do this. 8.8 times what is 5? But as soon as you realize that that's not going to work out very easily or you don't know what it is, then you use the cross products, which means you take one diagonal, 5 times z, and that has to equal the other diagonal times themselves, 0.8 times 1.5. What is 0.8 times 1.5? Well, we might have to actually do that. 8 goes into 12. You actually get 1.2 equals 5z. And then what would be my last step there? Jacob? 5 times what number? No, 5 times what number is that? This is a multiplication equation, so to solve it I have to divide by 5. And how many times does 5 go into 1.2? You might actually have to do some work here. 0.2 is 10. 0.24. Z equals 0.24. No easy way around it, but that is the answer. Let me give you one to try again on your own. What about 3 over 12 equals x over 1.6. 3 over 12 equals x over 1.6. Give me an answer for that. Daisy, Daisy, give me an answer, please. I've gone half crazy. Or all crazy. Should be. And the proverbial survey says, Sammy,
0.4.
x equals 0.4. Do you get that answer? Let me get something else. Let's see what happens here. And again, I try to, when I do this, I try to put my x on the left side, so I try to do the one that has the x in the diagonal first. So 12x equals 3 times 1.6. 3 times 1.6 is 4.8 equals 12x. And do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. 12 goes into 4.8 0.4 times. If you did not get that, tell me what happened or why. You don't get the cross products, you don't get the division, you don't get the equation part of it. Getting two things that are equal. Everybody is relatively happy.